Hey guys, it's Gameplay Sir and welcome back to episode 51 of my Leeds United career mode. Now in the last episode, it wasn't a great one. I'll be the first to admit that. We really had some bad performances in the last two games. But in today's episode, we're hopefully going to get back on track now. It's what we did with the Juventus career mode in the last episode that I uploaded. And it's what we're hopefully going to do in today's episode. So before we get into things, if we could go ahead and hit 30 likes on today's episode, I would really appreciate all the support I can get on these videos. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well down below. And that would be really appreciated. Basically, in today's episode, we've got a game against Aston Villa to play, then a game against Leverkusen in the Champions League, and then potentially another league game against West Ham. So we'll wait and see where we end up. Currently not in a great position. It's been a bit of a strange season for us so far in the first 5 games, because I think this is the season we probably should have had last year in the Premier League. But last year, well, we won the Premier League. So I don't know how this has happened. We've gone from winning the league to down in 16th. Similar sort of position to what Leicester are in. In fact, I can't even remember. They might even be 16th in the Premier League. So we are very much doing a Leicester City at the moment. We're hopefully going to turn it around here. We're only 5 games in, even though we are getting behind on points. So there is still plenty of time. This is the side I'm going to go with for the game against Aston Villa. We've got Bailey Peacock-Farrell starting in goal. We've got Patterson at right back, Jason Denayer and Arvidsson as my 2 centre-backs, Taylor as my left back, Bridcut, Delph and Cook as my 3 midfielders, and then Barrow, Gray and Berahino as my 3 attackers. So it's a very strong team despite us having a game against Leverkusen in the Champions League in 4 days' time. We're still going to go with a really strong team in the league because we have to win. It's as simple as that. Let's wait and find out what happens against Aston Villa. Need the 3 points, really goes without saying to be honest, and hopefully we can get them here. Come on Leeds, we need a win. This could be our first win of the season, our 6th league game. Be crazy if that is the case, but we need it to be now. We can't afford to leave it any longer to get our first win. 2 points from 5 games simply is not good enough. Need to get playing better. Let's wait and see whether this is going to be the turning point in our season. Charlie Taylor goes out wide here, gonna look for a cross if he can get it in. Barrow's in there! Oh, he scored, but 1-0 up. And we're only a few minutes in. I've not even seen the clock, but I can't be far into it. Just under 4 minutes in, Barrow gets a headed goal, and it's 1-0 against Aston Villa. What a start to this match that has been. Really, it's the first shot. We've just literally gone forward. Charlie Taylor gets one in, and wasn't marked particularly well. I thought it was actually Berahino in the box originally, until the ball went in, and it's Barrow gets on the end of it. The new signing for Leeds in real life as well, actually, coincidentally. But, yeah, we've managed to get a goal with him on his head. And it's 1-0, 4 minutes in. Brilliant start. Berahino. Oh, that was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be when he first hit it. I thought it was just going to soar over the bar, much higher than it did. And actually, it's taken a knock. Maybe that's why. Is that going to be a corner? It is. That's probably why it dipped so dramatically towards the end. And it's going to be punched away from the corner there. Good chance for Villa here, actually. Jason Denayer. Oh, thought it was going to be a penalty. Probably could have been as well. Seemed to get some contact with him and bring him down. Can't believe he got away with that one, but it was one of their first chances running through on goal there, Villa. They could have got a penalty, probably should have as well. Very close there. Being let off the hook, but it's a warning for us to try and get ourselves the second goal if we can. Gray running forward this time. Going to look for another cross if we can get it. Not really great. It wasn't even supposed to be on his left foot. It was supposed to be on his right foot. Berahino onto Gray. Finds himself on the right-hand side here. Still going though, Gray. Go on, it's a great run. Gray shoots at the goalkeeper. It's a good save from him. Decent power actually on his left foot this time. Much better than his cross earlier on. Brilliant run inside. Gives us a chance to try and do something from the corner. Delph to deliver it. Decent ball in. Barrow's up there and so was someone else. Didn't quite fall for them in the end though. Okay, half-time. We're winning the game 1-0. It's a positive first half for us. We've not been challenged too much in defence by Aston Villa, so we're definitely in the front and certainly in the driving seat at the moment. We're looking really strong, and we need to get a second goal, though. That's the only thing at the moment. We need the second goal, as always, to try and build on that first one, give us a little bit of security, and hopefully pretty much secure those 3 points for us. Okay, first 2 changes now. Snodgrass and Calvin Phillips gonna come on. We're gonna take off Lewis Cook and Barrow. The reason I'm taking off Lewis Cook is basically because he's booked and he looks like he could get another card at this rate. He has had a couple of challenges that haven't gone with another yellow card, so I don't really want to get him sent off, obviously. So we'll just take him off now as a precaution. Snodgrass onto Calvin Phillips. He's looking to hit it. Oh, I thought it was going in for a second. At first I thought he was going to get blocked, but then when it left his foot, looks like it might have curled in. It's a good introduction. He's only been on the pitch a couple of minutes, and the goalkeeper was scrambling for it, but it still remains 1-0. Yes, well played, Bridcut. That's brilliant. On to Snodgrass. He's going to still go on his left foot here. He needs to try and play this off. He's found Charlie Taylor. He's going to have to go inside as well. There's not much space down this middle. Bridcut into Berahino. Oh, fantastic stuff. It's 2-0. Berahino turns his body, gets the shot away. It's 2-0 now. And there's just over 15 minutes to go in this game. Really, really happy with the result at the moment. Kept a clean sheet as well. For now, we'll hopefully try and see that out as well. But a brilliant bit of football. Fantastic turn. And we'll take it 2-0. Okay, now we have the second goal. We're going to get Aaron's playing as a striker. Try it out. Just something a little bit different. Berahino's going to come off. And yeah, we'll rest him now. Got the second goal. Aaron's is going to try and play there. I've not been a huge fan of him on the left-hand side. So we need to try him in a different role. I've done this before. Oh, Jesus Christ. Done this before with some players at Dortmund on the Dortmund career mode. And we're going to give it a go with Aaron's. Play him in a slightly different position. See how he gets on. It might not work. We'll wait and see. Delph. Oh, looking for Aaron's. Can he finish it off? Oh, no, he's hit the bar. Aaron's, such a good chance. Doesn't quite fall from in the end. Oh, 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. That's the only thing that lets him down, really, is his finishing in those sort of positions. Should really be 3-0, but well played from him. And obviously the rest of the team that got him in that position as well. So close to a third goal, though, in the last few minutes. Would have been nice. But certainly just lets me know that I can play him in that striker position, it seems like. I suppose anyone really with pace you can play up there. Just needs to get his finishing right, I think, and then he'll be really good for us. Could get an assist here. Delph makes it 3-0 against his old club. Exactly what we wanted. Got the third goal eventually. And we've managed to really just push Aston Villa aside quite easily. But in the final couple of seconds, getting a third goal. That is it. We've won the game 3-0. Very convincing win against Aston Villa. This could be the turning point for us. But we've got to keep getting these wins. Aston Villa had 0 shots in that game. Really limited them. Defensively very solid. Probably going to keep with 4 at the back now for a little while. We've been trying out with 3 and 5 at the back a lot of the season. It's probably why we're in the sort of position that we're in, to be honest. I thought we definitely have the players to play 3 at the back and 5 at the back. It's just in-game it hasn't worked. So we're going to stick with 4 at the back and see how that goes for the rest of the season now. Coyle says he's not happy with his role at the club. So he wants that to change. Bailey Fowler's come back to me and spoke about leaving the club. He said this before and then he said he was staying. Now he says he's leaving again. And what's he said this time? Don't feel you can't select me. We're giving you everything. Okay, so basically he says he's still going to leave, but yeah, he still wants to play for the club, basically. Very strange situation, but yeah, he certainly will be starting for us until we get a decent price tag for him, if we do end up selling him on. I'm actually going to change around these players now. We're going to move to a slightly different set of players. I'm going to stop training like various different players on one drill. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go with one player on 3 drills and another player on 2 drills, and hopefully that means that we can get players going up in overall a little bit more frequently. Okay, these are the 5 drills I'm going to go with. McNeil and Wright are going to be my main focus for this week, and we'll wait and see over the next few weeks so we can start to get them going up a little bit. Those 2 I don't think have gone up as much as they should have in recent times. That's why I'm focusing on them, because I think they could be potentially really, really good players for us. This week, though, obviously not much growth, but hopefully in the next couple of weeks, we'll see them start to go up in overall much quicker. And yeah, on to this next game now against Bayer Leverkusen. So this is the side we're going to go with for the next game against Bayer Leverkusen. Stockdale starting in goal. Coyle as my right back, Eiling and Anderson as my 2 centre backs, Angelino as my left back with Cooper, Cook and Delph as my 3 midfielders. Cooper's going to play in there just because I want someone a little bit younger, try and develop them, and he's actually got really good stats, so why not? Let's give it a go, see how he gets on in there. Some really good key stats on him already, which is very good. He's only 18 years old as well. And then as my front 3, we've got Moreno, Abraham and Barrow. So a few players rested, but also just allowing some players to come into the side that maybe should have been picked, like Moreno. He's a very good player for us. And this is our bench. We've got with Diame, he's on there. There's quite a few injuries at the moment. Also some bigger names missing out as well, getting a rest. Got a game against West Ham in just a few days' time. So we're going to rotate the squad a little bit. But obviously some players were still okay to play. And yeah, let's crack on and see how we get on. Hopefully get ourselves another 3 points in the Champions League. It's difficult obviously to try and focus on both, especially with our poor league form at the moment, but we're trying to, and hopefully we can still get ourselves some points here. Okay, here we go, a very tough game for us here against Bayer Leverkusen. We've not put any sort of special tactics in place like we did against Barcelona, where we basically stuck 5 at the back and hit on the counter-attack every time. We're going to hopefully try and play them at their own game here, just kind of play our own sort of style, forget about them a little bit. That's a bit risky, obviously against a good side like this, but we're going to give it a go anyway. We do have some different alternative players playing, as you've just seen there, so hopefully that doesn't affect things too much. There's still some very good players, especially in attack, for us to hopefully try and cause them some issues in defence. Delph. onto Abraham. He's going to look to hit this one. Oh, he's hit it well actually on his left foot. Also, a quick note, Cooper's had a few touches of the ball now. He looks incredible. We need to start training him up. His ball control, I think, was 90 I saw before the game. You can certainly tell that in game. Just need to try and train up his other stats now. And he could be a really good player for us. Say that as we nearly go 1-goal down. Oh, good chance. Just about managed to prevent that one from going in. I think it was actually the player that took the shot that prevented it from going towards the goal. But, yeah, very close. Another warning there from Bayer Leverkusen that they can damage us on the attack. Need to defend much better. And again, just no communication between the defence and goalkeeper. Still a chance and out for a corner. Just before half-time, 0-0. It's actually gone quite quickly this first half. It's been quite a balanced game. Probably just about edged it, to be honest. But, yeah, still they are looking a big threat every time they go forward. But, yeah, we just need to get to half-time. I think at 0-0 now. It's a shame because I actually think this game's probably could have had a couple of goals in it so far, but just hasn't happened. Half-time at 0-0. Decent first half. It has been fairly even, though, but there has been chances at end-to-end. So, yeah, we're pretty happy. We're going to keep the team the same, I think. No changes just yet. But undoubtedly, I think Cooper will have to come off at some point. He's looking very tired, although he is still running pretty well. He's obviously still a youngster, so his stamina's not that great on here. No, not there. It's going to be a goal. It is. It's a goal. Oh, 2 new mistakes. Cooper lost it a couple of minutes ago in midfield, and that's what started their attack. Then we pass it across the goal straight to them, and inevitably they're going to take that chance. We're losing the game 1-0. Undeserved. I still think it probably should be a draw, to be honest, but that's happened because we made too many mistakes, and that's cost us a goal here. Still think we're very much in this match, though. Very unlucky to be down 1-0. Moreno looking to get forward. Needs to try and beat Tara if he can. He's going to end up coming inside, I think, here. Still going, though. Oh, so close to getting a penalty there. Delph going to look for the cross. Abraham's in there. Does get a header to it, but it's always going to be difficult from that sort of angle, having to turn his head and get it on target. But not too bad. Better from us. Got a shot away there. Need to create some more chances, though. Okay, all 3 changes now with 30 minutes to go. We're going to try and make an impact on this game with bringing on Roof, Diame and Phillips. That means Cooper, Cook and Abraham are all going to come off. And yeah, we've made all 3 of our changes with about 25 minutes to go actually now. So yeah, the time is running out. We need to really try and get a goal as soon as possible to give us a chance of trying to win the game. But obviously, first of all, need to make sure that we can get level. No, oh, Stockdale saves. Oh, that might be the final chance of the game. I think it's going to be 1-0, to be honest. So frustrating. We've looked good going forward, just got so unlucky at the final moments. It happens when you play against quality opposition. But yeah, it's a little bit disappointing we're going to lose this game by the looks of it. It might even be 2-0 at this rate. We can't win it back. Stockdale just about saves it. It's going to be too late, I think, to go forward. Nah, Roof hasn't impacted us whatsoever. Really poor display since coming on. Not the impact I was after. Maybe better out wide. But yeah, disappointing to lose that game 1-0. Certainly undeserved. The game really should have had more goals in it. There was plenty of chances. Both teams could have scored a few each, to be honest, but I don't know how it's only ended up 1-0. Okay, so that leaves us in 3rd place, just outside of the 2 qualifying positions, but everyone in this group is on 3 points, so it's so close. To be honest, I don't know how I'm not further up. I'm actually the only one with a goal difference, of a positive goal difference anyway, but Barcelona and Leverkusen in front of us at the moment. Everyone has lost one and won one, basically. So it's very, very close. Nothing's decided. So that loss there isn't actually as big as it might have seemed. We've also got slightly lesser sides to play, and also we've got to play everyone again still. So we're only actually 2 matches into the group. Berahino is not happy. A player of my ability hasn't been played enough. I think it's a little bit harsh. He's played a lot, to be honest. Don't know why. He's just missed out that last game, because I could therefore preserve him for this game against West Ham. And Ruth wants to discuss his wages. We'll take a look at that. We don't have loads of money, but certainly enough, I think, to increase his wage as much as he wants. So he's currently on 14 grand a week. We're going to give him a 1-year contract extension and up it to 20 grand. He didn't have a great game in that last match. Hopefully going to start to play him out wide a little bit more, though. I think that's his best position. Important first team player as well for him. So on to the next game against West Ham now in the league. We'll just about have enough time to fit this one into the episode. We are currently 14th in the league, so a little bit healthy. We've gone up by 2 places. Now in front of Chelsea and Liverpool, who are continuing to lose at the moment. although we still have the same record as them. Same amount of points as well, we're on 5 points. A win here could potentially see us go up to maybe 12th, 11th, that sort of position, depending on other results, obviously. Okay, this is the side I'm going to go with. Baby Peacock from our back in goal for us. Patterson again at right back. Chuazabi, again, can't pronounce his name. He starts at centre back though alongside Jason Denayer. And we've got Taylor at left back, Bridcut, Phillips and Diame in midfield, Gray, Berahino and Roof as my 3 attackers. And this is the bench I've gone with. Wright gets on there this time. So trying to incorporate some of the youngsters, since we've got a few injuries and tired players. Getting 1 or 2 of them into the starting 11 now. Aaron's on there as well, who will probably come on and maybe even play striker again. Barrow and Abraham as other options. There's plenty of players that miss out again because of tiredness, not being fully fit. I want to try and put out fully fit teams for every single game if I can. But yeah, let's go on with the West Ham match. We need the 3 points. Need to try and string, like I said before, string a few wins together and hopefully get further up the leaderboard. Here we go, a tough away fixture for us against West Ham. Not really too sure what to expect from their team, but from the stadium we can see that they don't have any empty seats, so makes a change, I suppose. We'll wait and see exactly what happens in this game. Hopefully, we can get ourselves the 3 points that we need. And yeah, playing the away kit today. Not too sure how West Ham are doing, actually, from that. They are fourth in the league. They've not lost so far this season. So this could be a little bit more difficult than I was expecting. But we've got to bear in mind, we're on a win streak of sorts. Diame looking to shoot. Oh, finds the back of the net. What a goal that is. That's what he brings to this side. A good few long shots. He scores. It's another early goal for us. This time inside the first 10 minutes. It's about 8 minutes in and he smashed it in the bottom left-hand corner. There's no stopping that. I think it's the first shot of the game again. And it's a brilliant finish from Diame. Very happy with that. Brilliant start to this game. A little bit of build-up play. Couldn't really get too close to us there, West Ham. Diame smashing it home. 1-0. Fantastic start to the game. Oh, what a pass that is to Gray. If he's onside here, he might well be. Gray looking across. Berahino. Oh no, he's missed it. That should be 2-0. That's why he's not been playing once or twice, Berahino. It's an easy ball across there. It's a brilliant ball across, in fact. He just lets it run across him still. He's got to get in there and get it in the back of the net. He's let it go too wide. And in the end, that angle is always going to be very difficult to score from. Should be 2-0 inside the first 15 minutes. What a start this has been from us. Need to take that chance, though, next time if it happens. Oh, well won back by Phillips. Charging them down. Needs to try and bring this one in the box if he can. Diame was there. Charlie Taylor keeps it. Patterson to shoot. Oh, not quite the same result as Diame had earlier. Ball through to Gray. It's a fantastic pass is that. Gray's looking to come inside. Still going here. Gray calls them all sorts of issues. That's a penalty, surely it is. It's a really poor challenge from Ogbonna, but whenever you have players charging at you like that, it's going to cause the defence some issues. Weaving in and out there, Gray wins as a penalty inside the first 30 minutes. Ogbonna brings him down, hacks him down really in the end. Nowhere near the ball. A chance to double our lead. Berahino not had the greatest start to this game. And that continues. No way should that hit the post. The arrow said it was going to go in. It doesn't. It remains 1-0. Our bad luck in this game continues. That is it for the first half. Still winning the game 1-0. Obviously, I don't need to say that we should be winning by more because we really have had loads and loads of chances. Should be winning maybe 3-0 to be honest, but it hasn't quite happened. We need the second goal. We always seem to be at this stage going into the second half where we need to try and double our lead. Need to try and do it in the first half though, taking the chances next time round, because it will come to the stage at some point where we drop points because we're not taking those chances. And hopefully that doesn't happen here. We need a second goal. Need to try and get it quite early on if we can. But West Ham will continue to attack and probably create chances throughout the second half. No. Can't allow that. Andy Carroll's running through. Taylor's running behind him. Good save. Really good save. Should be 1-1 there, really. Andy Carroll there, the fantastic chance. We've thrown everything at it and it's backfired. He ran through too easily. Should really have equalised there, Andy Carroll. So disappointed we've not managed to get a second or third or fourth goal in this game. Unbelievable how it's remained at 1-0, but it has. And we still need a second. Okay, bringing on 3 more players here. We're going to take off Calvin Phillips, Diame and Berahino. And we're going to bring on Wright, Cook and Aarons, who's going to play up front again. We're going to give that a go. There's about 30 minutes left. We desperately want a second goal. Not really happy with just a 1-0 win. Don't like 1-0 wins. So yeah, I need to try and get another goal if we can. Hopefully Aarons can play well for us. It's a slightly different sort of more physical defence than the one he came up against Aston Villa. But we'll wait and see whether this one is okay for him as well. And we might play him up front more often, maybe even start him up front at times if he does play well for the final 30 minutes. Cook onto Gray, that's a fantastic pass. No one in the box, though. That's the only issue here. Gray still looking to come inside, cause them some more issues. On to Lewis Cook. Gets blocked too easily. West Ham really piling on the pressure, throwing loads of players forward, causing us loads of issues in defence. Valencia runs 3. Oh, no. He ran free, and they've equalised. What did I say? If we don't take the chances, we're going to drop points. 15 minutes to go to try and get something from this game. Frustratingly, in the last sort of 10-15 minutes, since we made the changes, we've not looked like we're going to do anything. So, really, really gutted about that. So disappointing. So many chances. So few players that can finish. Oh, Bridcut's still got it. There's a chance here. Aaron's. Onto Roof. Roof! Oh, no, you've got to finish that. Oh, what is going on there? He's got to finish that. Needs to do much better. Adrian comes out and smothers. It's end-to-end stuff now for the final 10 minutes. Bonner's playing up front now, so they're still throwing players forward, so we can easily hit them on the break here. We can just get forward. In fact, this could be it. Aaron's looking to really stretch the defence. Not heard of this Thomas guy. Still going. Aaron's needs another option. You just knew it wasn't going to happen, didn't you? Just knew it. Payet. Oh, how the hell has he got that? We had so much strength and it didn't even win it back. Valencia. Oh my, what a catastrophe at the back. What an absolute mess. Oh, 1-1. We need the 3 points. You've got to take the chances. Oh, it became blatantly obvious that we were not going to get all 3 points during that game. When you should be 4-0. It should be 4-0. Oh, gutted. Absolutely gutted. Anyway, Roof has accepted his new contract. We're trying to get in some youngsters, but we can't from the academy because our squad is too big at the moment. But yeah, just can't believe that. We've moved up to 15th. I think that's moving up anyway. I can't remember where we were before. We might have actually moved down, but yeah, don't know how we've lost that game. I mean, it feels like a loss. We've not actually lost the game. We've drawn the game. That's how much it feels like a loss. The fact I called it a loss. Crazy. Anyway, McNeil's gone up to 74 overall. Hopefully in the next few episodes we'll see both of them go up even more, because they can be potentially really, really good players for us. However, we've got some other players in the squad which look even better than these ones, so we probably should trade them out and swap them around a little bit in the next episode, and we will certainly try and do that. Anyway, that is everything for today's episode. Sad to end it like that. Should have, like I said, I can't repeat it enough times. 3-4-0, I mean, I'd probably lose count, to be totally honest. But that is everything for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If we could go ahead and hit 30 likes on today's episode, I would really appreciate it. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well down below. It is just one click of a button that I'd really appreciate. We hit over 6,500 subs a couple of days ago, so thank you all so much for that. The next target is obviously 7,000, 7,500, hopefully 15,000 by the end of the year. You guys can help make that happen by hitting that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. And thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and goodbye. Oh, that's what I get for mocking their empty seats.